Hi Aries, it's the Moon Mage. Today we're going to be doing a check-in reading that's also based on this first quarter moon phase. The first quarter moon is a time to plant seeds and set intentions. It's also a good time to take action, make decisions, formulate goals, and move forward with them. So today we're going to be using a tarot spread from the Tarot Guru, and I'll make sure to put a link down below for them. And then we'll get some advice for you, okay? So let's jump into the reading. The first card represents your main focus of this lunar cycle. So what is the main focus for Aries? We have Three of Swords. What aspects do Aries need to focus on that'll help them thrive? What aspects will Aries need to focus on that will help them thrive during this lunar cycle? What aspects do Aries need to focus on to thrive? We have Four of Wands. I don't know if we're going to be able to do, let me move this up a tiny bit. Okay. The third card represents issues or obstacles that you may face in this lunar cycle. So what are some issues or obstacles that Aries may face during this lunar cycle? Ace of Wands. And the fourth card is going to represent how to overcome these obstacles for Aries, how to overcome these obstacles. Four of Cups. I'm gonna do this. Alright. This fifth card represents what you can do to give yourself an energy boost. Since this first quarter moon phase is all about taking action, what can you do, Aries, to give yourself an energy boost? What can you do? We have Nine of Cups and Alright, and the sixth card reveals achievements that are available to you now, okay? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Aries, so I think that something that happened recently or has been a focus for you has been something that broke your heart or, just really caused a lot of strain and difficulty in your life. And so during this first quarter moon, I think that you are trying to find ways to create more stability and comfort that has to do with like moving forward from this issue. Okay, I think a challenge that's going to happen right now is just how to get started and how to get more in your creative energy again, or just like how to get your spark back. I don't know, I think that whatever this was that broke your heart just really like was a major setback for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be in love, it can just be in career or family related, or you know what I mean, like it could just be something that was a huge bummer I say bummer, but it could really be like heartbreaking. And it's just, you're trying to figure out how to move forward from it, okay? I do think that you'll be able to overcome it, especially with this Nine of Cups and this Eight of Pentacles energy. I didn't show you, but the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So a lot of forward movement is, for some of you, I did get that some of you did lose somebody that you're very close to recently, whether they just like left this 3D plane or just left your life kind of thing, you know, like you guys separated. It was heavier on you than you anticipated or just than you would have liked, you know, and it's causing major setbacks. But I do see for you, Aries, that you, as long as you focus on forward movement and being able to really take action towards your passions again, then I do think that you will be able to come on top. I do see, because it did come out as your challenge, I do think that the beginning is probably going to be the hardest for you, like just getting that spark back and really feeling motivated to move forward, to get out of bed, to get out of the house kind of thing, you know. I just feel like those little things will have been kind of difficult for you, or more difficult maybe. And it's just like once you get yourself going again, like once you can get yourself to like put on your clothes and get out of the house and, you know, take those first few steps, you'll gain a momentum, you know, and then it'll become easier again for you. I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight, but I am saying that during this moon cycle, what you should focus on is maybe not so much dwelling on this hurt anymore, you know, because really, and I say this with love, you know, because I do understand that heartbreak is heartbreak, right? So we all are affected by it very, very differently. And sometimes it takes, the mourning process and the grieving process takes longer for some of us than it does for others. And so if you still need to grieve, I'm not saying don't do that, you know, but what I am saying is that if you're unable to take action in your life right now or take any forward movement, that is only going to hurt you and delay your blessings, you know, because every day we kind of try to, or it is advisable to take at least small steps towards your goals or towards things that'll make your life better, okay? And so if whatever this is that caused heartbreak has been controlling your ability to move forward, you really have to try to figure out what it is that you can do to try to get you out of this funk, because that's what I think that you are in, a little bit of a funk right now. And if you just put some effort into something that really makes you a little bit happier, you know, then I do think that you'll be able to heal faster, okay? Because the Four of Cups came in for how to overcome this challenge of being able to like have that spark again, or just being able to really move forward, I do think that what you need to focus on is shifting your perspective and trying to distract you from whatever this heartbreak is, or just like redirect your energy, you know? Try to get excited for something new, you know, even if it's just like enjoying the weather outside, or, you know, doing something like that. Yeah, you just have to really redirect your focus right now, okay? Into something more positive. I understand that, like, if this was a setback, you know, something that really, like, really you thought was gonna work out and it just didn't, you know, I'm sure that you're probably thinking that the next experience might be similar, or, you know, try not to get your hopes up, kind of thing. But that's really not the kind of energy that you want to be in, because then, you know, I feel like we all kind of know the law of attraction right now, but like the more that you focus on the negative parts of what you experienced, the more likely that you're going to create something that mirrors that again. Okay, so what we really have to focus on here, Aries, is for you to shift your vibration, shift your energy. If even if it takes a few, you know, like try to meditate or breathing techniques. Try to like move your body and dance. Just like get yourself out of your head, okay, and be more action oriented. Okay, be more in your body. You know, when we dwell on whatever has hurt us in the past, it's just like super mental, you know? It's very like obsessive thoughts, and we have to just like get out of that, you know, because that's just creating more stagnant energy. And so, what I would say is that although it's going to be challenging for you to like confront any outdated ways of thinking, I say outdated, but you know, it's just like anything that's not serving you, you know, anything. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have negative emotions, because it's life, you know, we're all human. Negative emotions are just there to show us what we don't want in our life, right? And so, or negative experiences, is just a polarity. So when something happens the way that we don't want it to go, that's revealing to us what we do want and how we do want things to go, you know? And it's also revealing us the path that doesn't work out for us, you know? It's not the path that we're meant to go on. And so by shifting your mindset and understanding and accepting that whatever has left is no longer in our life for a reason, then the sooner you'll be able to start manifesting. Because this came out and how to boost your energy, you have to start visualizing and manifesting what it is that you do want. This is the Nine of Cups, is wishes fulfilled. What do you want to happen? You know, and some people might say, oh, I want this person back, but that's not, we can't control other people's free will, you know? So what is it that you do really want? If it is relationship related, what about that particular person made you feel like you were in a secure place? You know, I want to feel comfortable again. I want to feel safe again. I want to be able to love somebody freely again. I want to be able to have great conversations. I want to be able to, you know, have a good job and be in a healthy work environment again. You know, I want to work with great people. I want to be able to talk to my family in a way that's loving and caring again, you know. I want to be able to have financial freedom, and you know, these are all just examples. but that's where you, and it's not I want to, because once you figure it out, it's like I am. You have to say I am. You know, I am financially free. I am in a loving relationship. I am in a caring family. You know, I am. That's very, very important. And then taking action, you know, once you change and shift your mindset, you can do things like, well, if you're trying to manifest somebody, right? Or like a person, not a particular person, but just like a partner and stuff, what you can do is show yourself the love that you want another person to reflect, to mirror, okay? So you have to give yourself the type of love that you want somebody else to give you. That's the type of action that you can give, that you can take during this lunar cycle, okay? And if it's like job related or something, the type of action you can take is start applying for jobs, you know, sending your resume out there or refining your resume. Even if you don't want to completely like, I mean, I do recommend if you need to apply for jobs to just work on your resume and send them out there. But changing your mindset, like, oh, this didn't go out well. I just don't want to work for any more places like this anymore because they're all going to be like this. Like, no, that's not the right mindset to be in. You have to really believe that you were taken out of that situation because there's another opportunity that's meant for you, that is good for you, that's healthy, you know? And so I think that your hardest challenge right now, Aries, is going to be taking those first few steps. But once you do and put in that work and effort towards your desires, like whatever you want to create, that is really what's going to bring forward movement in the right direction. Okay, Aries? So we're going to just pull some cards really quick. I hope that brought a little bit of clarity. We're going to just pull some cards. This is the High Desert Oracle, and I didn't say it before, but that was the, let me just pull it. This was a Spacious Tarot. Of course, I'm going to put their information down below, but let's just get some advice for Aries for this first quarter moon cycle. Communication. It says, this is a time to speak your truth. People can't usually read your mind. If something needs to be said, it's better for everyone if it's shared. Be kind and thoughtful about your wording. Focus on facts and use I statements. Okay? So maybe, you know, if you said something that created a situation, that put you in a situation that you are not liking right now, maybe, you know, try to figure out how you can communicate better so that doesn't happen again. That is always advisable. Or, you know, articulating yourself in a way that is clearer, you know, that's always, or nicer, kinder, because sometimes Aries, I'm a fire sign too, so like sometimes we say things that are in the heat of the moment, and then we, you know, it kind of bites us. And that's not always, you know, that's just not always healthy. So let's see, what else we got for you, Aries? Warning. The rattlesnake gives a warning before striking, since it would rather be left alone. Consider this card your warning. It is time to take a step back and access the situation carefully. If you must proceed, do so with great caution. Okay. So again, if something happened that caused you pain, see that as a warning that that was how you were, that was the frequency that you were vibrating at that time. But in order to not create a situation that is similar to that, this is your warning to shift your mindset in a direction that will create something new. Okay? Create an entirely new situation for you. End that cycle. You know, whatever caused you pain and hurt, end it. And work on your communication style with other people, but more importantly within yourself. Okay? So you have to shift or reprogram your thought patterns and reprogram how you talk to yourself. And this has to be, you know, a lot of people don't go on this journey because it takes a lot of effort of reprogramming. You know, you have to be mindful of every single thought that you have until it becomes habitual, and then it won't feel like so tedious. But that's really how you're gonna create a major shift in your life. Okay, so see this heartbreak, this pain, as a warning to not repeat the cycle. We have, okay, these are the last two: flow and self-care. Perfect. So with flow it says, we are completely immersed in a project or endeavor. Oh, sorry. So flow says, when we are completely immersed in a project or endeavor, we experience a flow state. There is no useless brain chatter, only focused attention. Flowing with the process of creation is a magical thing for you to do today. Okay? So go with the flow. If something left your life, allow it to go and understand that it is not in your life at the moment because you don't need it. Okay? There is a U2 song. I forgot. It's like repeats in my head because I feel like every time that I hear this song, it's probably, I think it's A Beautiful Day, where he repeats actually, what you don't have, you don't need it now. What you don't have, you don't need it now. And I think he says it another time. What you don't have, you don't need it now. You don't need it now. Like, I always go back to that because I have to remind myself that whatever has left my life, I don't need it right now. Okay? And if it does come back to me, it's meant for me. But, you know, if it's not here in the moment, just like, I accept that. And you have to accept that and go with the flow, you know? And take care of yourself. So self-care. Focusing on your own needs are essential. If your own requirements are not met, you will have nothing to give to others. Exhaustion, feelings of overwhelm, having a short temper, these are all side effects from not taking time for self-care. So if something has left your life, make sure that you do what you can to take care of yourself, okay? Sometimes that is, you know, staying in bed for a day and allowing yourself to grieve. But, you know, staying in that energy is not going to help you, okay? So again, I think the most challenging thing that you are going to have right now is to get started. But once you do, you know, once you get yourself going and go with the flow and redirect your energy and be mindful of how you talk to yourself and other people, and take time for self-care, I think that you are going to be on the right track during this lunar cycle, okay, Aries? So that's what I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting down below and letting me know how this helped. And I look forward to doing a reading for you again soon, okay? And checking in soon. Okay, so until then, Aries.